All right, everyone, we'd like to welcome you to today's signing ceremony. We've got 5 of our class of 2024 student athletes that will be signing to continue their athletic journey next year on the collegiate level. I'd like to just take a quick moment and ask that these athletes are able to soak in this achievement. It's more than just signing papers. It's about recognizing our athletes' hard work, their dedication, and the sacrifices that they've made throughout their journey so far. Now, that said, to the parents, I've got lots of parents here, family members, our coaches, teachers, fellow student athletes, we also want to thank you for being strong support systems for these athletes that are signing today. And for our 5 athletes signing, I just always like to pause and remind you to always remember those that helped you reach this milestone. Your teammates, your coaches, your parents, all of those that when you look up in the stands or off the court or on the sidelines, they were there constantly cheering for you, rooting you on, and supporting you. Don't forget that support and the impact of that support as you continue on in college. I do hope that each of our athletes today will always remember Lake Hamilton and cherish your time here at Lake Hamilton, holding on to the memories and the lessons that you've learned throughout the years, good and bad. And then remember that you'll also always be a wolf. We say it and we mean it, but once a wolf, always a wolf. You are now setting a legacy for some of these student athletes to follow. I know they would love to be up here signing one day themselves when they reach their senior year. So again, congratulations. Thank you all for joining us. What we're going to do is we're going to bring up each signee one at a time today. They're going to take the table, and then their coach will be sharing a few words on their behalf. Our 5 student athletes signing will be Hunter Baber, wrestling, Ouachita Baptist University; Jack Higginbotham, golf, Central Baptist College; Brode Horton, golf at Henderson State University; Lucas McCain, football at Harding University; and Lanie Springer, volleyball at Oklahoma Wesleyan University. Hunter, if you and your family would like to get set up at the table, I am going to introduce, y'all come on out, our head wrestling coach, Austin Weldon, to share a few words about Hunter and his wrestling career here at Lake Hamilton.
Good morning, everybody. So I got a little speech for Hunter. First time doing this speech up front, so if I get a little over top, apologize. Let me get started. Ladies and gentlemen, coaches, proud parents, and athletes, today we gather to celebrate a remarkable journey filled with dedication, perseverance, and talent. Today not only marks a combination of years of hard work, but also the beginning of a new chapter. I know for Hunter, this path to get here today has not been easy. He has faced adversity head-on, battled with injuries, and much more than the everyday person doesn't get a chance to see. From the early morning practices to the late night studies, Hunter has demonstrated an unparalleled commitment to his craft. But it's not just the physicality aspect that sets Hunter apart from everyone else. It's his character, his leadership, and the ability to inspire others around him. He has served as a role model, mentor to his teammates, and an ambassador for the sport. In Hunter's wrestling career, he's wrestled for 5 years total. Within these 5 years, he has won multiple matches in tournaments. His record up to date is not accurate, but what we do have on file is 48 wins and 12 losses. This year alone, he is 16-4. He has earned the title All-Conference in the past, and this year he is currently predicted to be All-Conference and All-State this year, as well as hopefully bringing home the title of a state champion. Today, as Hunter puts pen to paper and officially commits to his future, let us remember that this is not just a moment for celebration, but a moment for gratitude. Gratitude for the coaches who have helped guide him, the teammates who have supported him, and the parents who have stood by him by his side through it all. Each person in Hunter's life has played a crucial role in shaping who he is today. So let us raise our voices in celebration. Let us applaud the countless hours of sweat and sacrifice, and let us honor the indomitable spirit of this remarkable athlete. I have no doubt that the best is yet to come. Congratulations, Hunter, on this amazing achievement. We look forward to seeing you do great things in college, and good luck as you be a Ouachita Baptist Tiger.
Congratulations, Hunter. Hunter, if you'll head to your left, we've got a reporter here with the Sentinel record. All of our student athletes, after you sign, if you'll go visit with Mr. Smith, he would like to interview you a little bit on your accomplishment. Next up, signing to play golf at Central Baptist College is Jack Higginbotham. And to speak on his behalf is our head golf coach and his mother, Brandy Higginbotham. Let's welcome.
A little shorter, Brian. Well, speaking for Jack, being coached by your mom is not easy, especially when you're a dude. So, that's not the ideal situation to come into the golf team. So it was a challenge for both of us, especially when he was a ninth grader. And thankfully, maturity happens. So he's come a long ways. First of all, he played in the 5A state tournament. Most of y'all don't know the golf history around here, but it's been a while since there was a golf team that qualified for the state tournament. And I don't even know how many years it went back, and then we haven't qualified since as a team since his ninth grade year. So that was a pretty big achievement. Really got serious playing this last summer and spring, even though he's played quite a while as a youngster. But this year's when he really got serious about it and really made some gains in the sport. He actually went to the Arkansas State Junior Golf Association tournament and won a match play tournament. That's kind of where you go one-on-one against somebody for up to 18 holes. So that was a pretty big achievement this summer. Finally dropped into the 70s. Breaking 80 is a pretty big deal in golf. So getting down into the 70s, and then he got one of the 3 spots that are offered as an individual in the golf state tournament. In the boys, if you don't make it as a team, there's only 3 individuals that make it, and we got 2 out of those 3. So that was a pretty big achievement to get to play in that. But really, honestly, his biggest gains have been made since this season has been over. So kind of the opposite of fighting burnout, really getting fired up. And I think that this is going to be, he's got a chance to be a lot better in college probably than in high school, even though there were a lot of gains in high school. And he and I'll talk about Brode here in a second. They spend a lot of hours out working on golf together. They do other things together, but that's one thing they do a lot is golf. So I'm really proud of him and look forward to see how he does this next fall and spring at the college level.
We're going to keep Coach Higginbotham here as Brody Horton gets set up. Next signing will be Brody Horton, also signing to play golf, and he'll be signing with Henderson State University.
All right, well, for Brode, being coached by your best friend's mom is not easy. So I could tell a lot of stories on these boys, but I'm going to try to stick to golf because many of you know they have a good time together. So thankfully they have found golf. And Brode just kind of magically showed up his sophomore year, hadn't even practiced all summer. I'm not sure how much you touched a golf club before that year. He had hit a lot of baseballs. So it came pretty naturally to him, but we had to learn a lot of etiquette the first year. You know, not to drive the cart up on the green, not to walk in front of somebody's line. There were lots of things we learned, and Brode and I have been through it, but it was fun. It was fun getting to teach him a lot of those things, and he just had a great natural ability already, especially with his baseball background. He's befriended many members of golf courses and country clubs, and I think you've gotten a lot of free stuff, Brode, from people that have really taken him in. Great personality. So, you know, hanging out at these golf courses and country clubs, these two guys have really made a lot of older friends and competitive partners to play with. He got very focused during his junior season, and as soon as his junior season was over, he was at the golf course last year, and it would be really, really cold, and I was shocked that, you know, he was out there spending a lot of time, but he made tons of gains last summer, went to a lot of tournaments, and really kind of pulled Jack along with him along the way and got him out there a little bit more, and very, very smart. He figures out a lot of things on the golf course. There's lots of little intricacies to the game that he figures out. He broke into the 70s earlier in the summer, and he's shooting down in the low 70s now. And I know a lot of schools took an interest in him very quickly when he started really showing that he could compete with some of the guys that were, you know, he's competing with Will Gordon, who's going to play at the University of Arkansas, and Brode's shooting right there with him. So schools started really taking notice of him, and he got to play in a very big tournament, the Junior PGA Championship that was hosted at the Country Club this summer, which is a really, really big deal. This year's where he really reaped the rewards of all of his work. He ended up getting one of the 2 qualifying spots, as Jack did, and went to the state tournament in Alma and was the 4th individual finisher, which is a really big deal. Was trying to get the 3rd spot. If you get in the top 3, you get to be in the overall, and we watched the scores for a long time, and the kid finally came in and knocked him out. But if you see the names of the people that he was scoring with, they're going to be playing on a very high level. So he also finished this year as all-conference and all-state, and it's been a while since we've had a boy do that also. So, Brode, we're very proud of you, and we know you're going to go to Henderson and take somebody's spot, right? So we're very, very proud of you. Good job.
Our next signee, if y'all will go ahead and make your way to the table, is Lucas McCain, signing to play football at Harding University. And speaking on his behalf is our head coach, Tommy Gillerin.
All right, I'm glad to see Dylan here. Dylan is playing college football at OBU, and he's a former lineman here at Lake Hamilton, and so it's good to see ex-players back in here at Lake Hamilton. So Lucas, one of the things that when we Division II scholarships or Division II schools come look, they look at their grades first and then their ACT scores and stuff like that to see if this kid's going to make it through all 4 years and have a chance to stay in the program. And one of the things that Lucas has, he has a 4.2 grade average. When you tell him that, it's like, well, this kid's going to academically be able to make it here. And that's a big deal to them. And then I think he made a 29 or a 30 on his ACT, and that really makes him excited. And then Lucas in the last year has really grown. As a junior, his blocking percentage was 83% for the year, and he had 4 pancake blocks. His senior year, though, he blocked 87% and had 12 pancake blocks. And so that tells you the development physically. And one of the things we loved about Lucas is in the off-season, he would do all his workout, and then he'd go out and practice his track after because he didn't want to miss anything to get physically ready for football season. And because of that, it paid off for him. And the way he just pursued it and played with it and things that he did and made himself such a good football player. I mean, you deserve this, Lucas. And then the school started coming around and really took a notice of him. And because of that, he has a chance to play at the next level at Harding University that just won the national title. And I think they're the first school in the GAC to win the national title. So he's getting to be a part of a great program. Also, the thing I like about it is the faith that they have there in the Lord. That makes a bigger deal, I know, for him. And he's fallen a lineage of players since I've been here of offensive linemen. And I know Coach Davenport's excited about this because one thing we do have here at Lake Hamilton is really good linemen. And because of that, Coach Davenport does a good job developing them. And then these kids get a chance to go on and pursue their dream at the next level. And, you know, Will Burgess went on to UCA. He was my first year here. That kid's a giant. First meeting I ever met him, I look up to him and I'm going, who is this kid? You know, and he looks like he could eat a buffet. And then with Dylan and Chase Jessup, they both graduated the same year. And Dylan, of course, went to OBU and started this year and started all year and had a great season. And, of course, Chase went to Arkansas State and played there. And other linemen. I know Coach Davenport was a lineman here. I played offensive line at the next level. And so it's neat to see the offensive linemen come out of here and go on and do great things. And I think Lucas will too. I think he's got the size and the frame, and I think he's coming into his body, and I think he's about to have some great years at Harding. So sign away, man. Good job, man.
And our next signee signing to continue her volleyball career at Oklahoma Wesleyan University is Lanie Springer. Come on up, Lanie. Our head volleyball coach, Karen Smith, sent a message this morning. She is home ill. She had already written all that she was going to say about Lanie and shared that. And so one of our assistant coaches, Kristen Wiegand, is going to speak on her behalf.
Good morning. It is always exciting to have a Lake Hamilton volleyball player sign a letter to continue playing at the next level, especially when it's a sport that they love. So a little bit about Lanie. First, Lanie has a passion for volleyball. It is very evident in her practices and in her games when she plays. Secondly, Lanie is a hard worker. She has played volleyball for 6 years now here at Lake Hamilton and always works hard every time she steps foot on the court. Her goal was to play at the next level, and she knew that hard work would be a part of making that happen. She also puts in a lot of time outside of these walls here in the arena. She plays club volleyball, and she does private lessons. Finally, Lanie is a very vocal leader, and that is on and off the court. She was a great senior this year, great leader in the locker room, on the court. It was very fun to watch. Her teammates relied on her, and you could always rely on her to constantly be talking and being uplifting. So that was very encouraging to our girls. So, Lanie, congratulations. We are very proud of you, and we wish you the best. And we can't wait to see what you do at the next level.
Again, we want to congratulate all 5 of our signees and their families and everyone here involved. We're going to now open the floor for family, team, athlete pictures. Feel free to stay down here and celebrate until, if you're a current student, this period is over or they send you back to class. All right, thank you.